everyone, Sophia here, your favorite mediocre do-it-yourselfer. Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I've already done this wall here. We are in my bathroom. I'm doing a makeover. I think this is episode number 6. And fair warning, I am sporting the worst headache slash tension migraine in months. So I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do today. I'm still going to continue working. So I'm either going to run out of desire to work or supplies. Let's see which comes first. In an effort to not bore you with all the same all behind the scene, I did do this wall here. And it stops right here at the windowsill. So it's the same design, okay? And this one is actually perfectly equidistant as opposed to this one, but I had to accommodate the switch. I am not putting any paneling right here because the counter is going to be all the way up to just about here. Counter is 96 and it's meant to hide this and allow for a large or long vanity. But where I'm at, the tools are still underneath my vanity, and I'm going to do this wall here today. Now, here's something interesting that I did not realize until today, actually. So I did the walls and the paneling up to here because I wanted to have the wallpaper go down a little bit, right? So I'm going to keep the camera at level. All right, so if I go here, all right, remember we're in the attic. Keeping the camera at level. All right, we are now just about here with that bar, and check this out. Yeah, so this side of the attic is not the same height. It's missing about 9 inches. So I can't do this panel kind of thing. I didn't realize that. I don't know. So what I'm going to do is plain just the beadboard with the plank or whatever you call it, board on top, a little bit below, so that I have the wallpaper here. There, like this, and then wallpaper over here. I'm not going to be able to do the same design that I have here. And you know what? That's fine. I don't care. I don't think it's a big deal. Now we're going to do a poll and vote, okay? This is behind the shower. This is where I keep the towels. Should I do beadboard here too, or should I just do wallpaper? I'm leaning towards just wallpaper, but you guys let me know. Should I do beadboard over here as well, right? Or should I just wallpaper? Mind you, this door is practically always left open. So not really gonna see it, and the towels will be here as well because that's really the only place where I can put them. So yeah, let me get started. I'm going to move this to the other side of the bathroom, and we're gonna do the same thing. Remove the tiles at the bottom, cut a board and cut the trim and fix it. And again, I don't know whether I'm gonna be able to finish it. I have 3 more boards and 1 length of trim. I know the trim I won't have enough, but I'm gonna do everything I can. And again, whichever comes first, either I can't do it anymore because my headache is just too much, or I ran out of supplies. So let's get started. By the way, this is white. The big vanity is going to be dark blue. I'm more than likely going to paint this in dark blue with some copper gold color. You can do that. You can paint cabinets. I'm not married to the white. The only thing that's going to be white in here are going to be the sink, the toilet, and the bathtub. That's it. So if you watched the previous video, you know I'm removing these tiles right here because I'm going to do a tall board instead, right? So it doesn't really matter where I put the beadboard right here. My biggest issue is this right here. I am gonna have to figure out a way to cut around it, which I really don't know how to do, but we're gonna figure it out. How do you do that? I don't have the tools to cut a square inside my thing. The only thing inside my beadboard, it's gonna be all messed up. The only thing I can think of is cutting the beadboard here and here, and then cutting notches. It's not gonna work. I gotta figure it out. I may have to do it by hand. I just don't know how to do this. Maybe I should watch a video, right? Okay. Yeah, let me see if I can find a video on how to do it, because I really don't know how to do that. I gotta learn. But I'm still going to remove it for now. And it's one of those where I think I'm gonna have to get a extender to accommodate the thickness of the board. The plate is going to be changed. Look, light blue. When I bought the house, this bathroom was light blue. Yeah, that's an ugly blue too. That's a really ugly blue. Okay. I gotta think. How am I going to do this? Okay, so before I do anything, I gotta see the height of this. Where it's gonna go and where I gotta cut it. Easiest way would be this perfect. It's gonna go right under here because I'm gonna have it against the wall over there. Maybe try something here. Perfect. Okay. Cut here and here. Cut here and here. About this much. Alright. I think I'm gonna do that first, because I just saw a video of a lady who cuts the stuff for this. Alright, so what she does, I'm not going to take credit for it, I'm going to give her credit. I'll put the link down below so you can see what she does. She puts that back, she puts double tape on it, double-sided tape, presses this on it, right? But she doesn't screw it back in. And then when she removes the board, this is basically gluing itself to the back of the board, at which point she just traces around it and cuts it. But I would cut it a little bit smaller, right? Because you want to be able to have, and she does use an extender, which I knew I would need. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this first, here and here, so I can apply this to the wall and see if I can reverse glue the outlet, and then we'll take it back downstairs and cut that. Okay, so technically now this is supposed to fit like this, all right? A little bit off here, no problem. That's gonna get puttied. Wow. So let's see if this lady's trick works. Okay. Reapply this where you need it to be, and then you pull out. And here it is. So I just gotta mark it now and cut. Figure out how I'm gonna cut it, but I just gotta cut. Alright, the one thing I need to do is mark where it is, because I need to cut a little bit under it. That. That's genius. Genius. Okay, so this is the exact print of my outlet. If I was to cut exactly where this is, I could basically insert this over this and it would be like around it, right? That would put me in a position where I don't have to worry about extending the plate, which is pretty much what I got up. You'll see on the switch. Look at this paint peeling. It would just be a matter of, why do you have all the painting that it was white already? But anyway, it would just be a matter of changing the plate later on and then maybe caulking around it. I just don't know if it's a good idea to caulk around a electric plate. I don't think it is. So we're gonna cut a little bit inside so that this can rest on top of it. Why on earth did I decide to paint this thing? Hey, I just realized something. I'm gonna need to extend the outlet before I put the panel on. because if I put my panel on, then I no longer have access to extend the outlet. That makes sense, right? So what I'm going to do is go to the closest, that would be Ace, and go get a outlet extender. I'm probably going to have to shut off the electricity, install that, and hope for the best. I think I need to do it first, but I need it anyway, so there you go. Okay, I'm here waiting for Scott to shut off the light, because you know, shut off the electricity. I really don't think I needed to do this first, but you never know. Different types is this. I think that's the size I need. If I go like this, yeah, that's the size I need. Just in case you need a thicker one, there's this, it's a green one. And then there's also little spacers. They basically, I don't know if you can see the picture, right? You just stack them. I wouldn't stack more than 2, because after that it starts shifting. All right, so I'm waiting for Scott to turn that off. Here's Scott calling me. Yeah.
All right, plug a fan or a light or something.
Yeah, the lights are on.
What?
The lights are on.
Okay, but plug a fan or whatever into whatever outlet it is.
All right, go ahead.
Find which one it is.
All right.
Oh, that's kitchen lighting extension.
Yes.
How about that?
Yeah, that's the one.
It's number 4.
Okay, label it, please. So in a twist, today we found out that my bathroom is connected to the kitchen extension. Can't make this up. Okay. So basically this is what it looks like, right? You can see that it's been extended forward a little bit, so that way when I put the plate back on, it's flush to the beadboard. Okay, so let me go downstairs. I'm going to cut the beadboard, and then I'm ready to rock and roll and apply it. Huh. Wow. Okay. Wait. Alright, so it's on. Friendly reminder, the plate will be changed. Same thing here. I'm probably wondering, well, why didn't I just do the same thing here? Because you can see that I notched it around the plate, right? Why did I do that and how I'm going to fix this? Okay, the issue here is that if I make it go forward, it's going to go forward on top as well. The trim that I'm putting here is not going to go above this. So I'm going to end up having a gap, which means that I would have to frame the plate. I don't want to do that. So what I did instead is that I notched it around, and when I'm ready to replace the plate, I'll take the plate out and I'll finish this off real nice, either by adding little trim or just simply caulking or wood putty, making it pretty. Okay, yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. And I may bevel it with the sander, the electric sander. Once it's painted, it won't matter anyway. But yeah, that's the reason why I did that. I notched it so that it goes around, because that trim is not going to go above it. And then even if it goes above it, I'm stuck with having this gap right here if I make it go or extend it. So that's where I'm at. I'm going to take another break. I have to eat lunch. It's 3:30 in the afternoon. And I gotta be honest, that headache is not going anywhere. So I'll tell you what, I'm gonna put my mask on. I'm gonna show you what it is. I'll talk about it at the end of the video, but it's really good stuff. I'll talk about it again at the end of the video, but I just want to show you this thing. This is by Bob and Brad. This is a headache and tension headache and mild migraine helper. It's basically an eye massager that provides heat. It has music too. I don't care for the music, but you turn it on and it's just massages with pressure, and this thing is awesome. I'm gonna do that for about 15 minutes, and then I'll talk about it some more at the end of the video. But right now I need darkness, and I need and I need a massage. See you in a bit. I am back. I had lunch. Okay, so look what I did here. If I make a straight cut right here, I'm going to have my trim kind of like above the plate. I don't like it, all right? Because remember, the trim is shorter than the plate. So if I had extended the plate, then I would have a gap over here. I would have to frame it. Don't want to do that. I could, but I just don't want to be bothered with it. So what I did was bevel it. You see that? Okay, so it doesn't look like much right now because it's a different color, I get it, right? But when I apply it here, and I'm gonna fill it up with putty and everything, right? Once I remove the plate, it kind of, and this one here is gonna be the same way, it's gonna be beveled out right here. It kind of opens up the space for it, and I don't think it looks too bad. So all of this will be filled up and, you know, nicely cleaned out once I have the new plates. Okay, so this is floating basically above it, not a big deal. I don't know if you can see it, but the level right here is perfect. Boom. Would you look at this precision cutting? So we got the bevel going this way, and nothing caulk cannot fill at a little time. But yeah, basically it opens up the plate. I know it doesn't look like much right now because you're seeing the contrast in colors. Once it's all painted, it's gonna look really nice. Okay, glue, one nail, and then putty. All right, done. I'm done for today. It's gotta be 95 degrees in here. I am so hot. And I gotta be honest, I'm also exhausted. So this was a little bit more complicated than I anticipated. Only because there was the issue with this plug. And then the issue with this one. And again, don't worry about the bottom part. I'm gonna put a mini trim, kind of like a dollhouse trim at the bottom of it, so it's going to sit on something that's in 3D rather than well, anyway, trust it's gonna look good. Right now it doesn't look like much because it's not sanded, it's not painted, but yeah, so wallpaper on top here, and then this in a dark sage green, copper for the outlets. I'm probably gonna have to change the whole outlet with the buttons and everything, the knobs, the switch, that's what you call them. I'm tired, I'm sorry. So let me say goodbye, and I'm going to talk to you about this eye mask thing because it's really awesome. Whew, pardon my appearance. On top of having a really bad migraine, it is, I'm kid you not, it's got to be 95 degrees in here right now. I am completely wiped out, and it's so humid, so it's hard to look glamorous and presentable under those conditions. Anyway, this thing right here, I've had this for at least 5 or 6 months. This is my go-to now when I got a headache. It's not that I forget that I have it, but I always underestimate how bad any migraine is going to be. So it's better if you start using it as soon as you feel the migraine or the headache coming. Because once it's full-blown, seeing double, can't stand the light, it will help. It absolutely will give you relief, but it's not going to cure it. You know what I mean? So what does it do? It's basically a shiatsu massage for your eye area. And we're talking about the brow bone, your temple, and then the bridge of your nose here, which is where all of the pressure from sinuses is. And what I find is the majority of the time when I got a really bad migraine, it's also related to sinuses. I use this, and within the hour, all of my sinuses empty themselves out. I know it sounds gross, but it's not a medical device. It's a wellness device. So I'm not making any medical claim. I'm just telling you what it does. So it's by the same folks who sent me the back massager. You remember I did a quick review of it during my Mother's Day gift guide. And then they sent me this one. And this one is really awesome. So I'm going to turn it on. But I want to remove the music because the music, it's not that the music is annoying, but it's going to be covering my... Alright, so I'm turning it on.
Brad eye massager is on. Air pressure plus heat plus music.
Okay, so it plays music, right? Let me remove the music.
Maximum volume. No volume.
No volume. Okay. Alright, perfect. So maybe we're gonna be able, if I move this, you're gonna be able to see it. I don't know. It's hard to be able to have you see it. Do you see how it's going up and down? Right? I don't know. Can you see it? Alright, so basically, let me turn it off.
Air pressure plus heat. Air pressure only. Heat only.
Alright. Let me turn it off.
Goodbye.
So this is what it does. It's not super heavy. It's travel size. It comes with a cable, you know, like a regular C cable that you plug in right here, and the battery lasts a long time. So they give you a little bag with it, and it comes in a box. But when I went to Florida, I took it with me. And right off the plane, when I got to the airport, I actually needed it because, you know, pressure from the cabin. All right. It's like a shiatsu massage with air pressure, and what it does is that it has a pattern that it follows. So at the beginning, it's gonna do your temple like this, and then it's gonna, with the pressure, it's gonna apply pressure basically as it inflates onto your whole sinus area, and it's gonna go in and out and in and out. Then it does it on your brow bone, in and out. Then it does the whole thing, and it repeats. There's a whole bunch of patterns that it follows. It lasts about 15 minutes. You can do it with or without the music. There's different music. One of them is also water. Here's a different music that they have. Do you see it move? So right now it's doing like the area around the nose, and it's going back to the temples. Oh, this thing is awesome. Let me remove the sound. Let me see, maybe you're gonna be able to see it if I go like this. Do you see it move? It's kind of hard to describe because you really have to feel it more than anything else. So it's adjustable, and again, you can travel with it. It's rechargeable. You just, not with the glasses on, you just put it on, and you can remove the heat. You can have air pressure only with no heat, or you can do heat by itself. Or you can do air pressure, heat, and music. There's also a rain, waterfall sound. Oh, so good. So right now it's doing this area here, and it's pushing it in and out. I don't know if you can see. It just finished doing the nose. The bridge of the nose and the sinuses, pushing everything in and pulling it out. You do it for 15 minutes, and then it tells you once it's over, let me turn it off, to wait 1 minute to open your eyes. My experience with this, because I have really bad sinus issues. It's so bad. As soon as the temperature changes, or there's a lot of humidity, or the air pressure changes outside, like if there's a storm coming, I'm like this. And you've heard me complain about my migraines and my sinus issues for years, right? Sometimes I'm actually thinking about getting the surgery where they drill a hole, because it's that bad. This, if I catch it on time, I use this and it makes it bearable. Like I can go about my day, and I can do it several times during the day, and it never goes to the point like in the past where I would be completely debilitated. That's how bad my migraines are. And if you have migraines and really bad cluster headache, you know what I'm talking about. So I'll link it down below. It just so happened that I had a really bad headache and migraine today, so I figured I might as well just show you this thing because I wanted to review it anyway. It's really good. Bob and Brad, they do really good product. And if you don't know about them, they have a YouTube channel. They are physical therapists. They have millions of followers on YouTube. So they're out there. Okay, they're not a nobody brand. I'm just letting you know. This is so cool. So cool. Get one if you have migraines and headaches. And the heat can be hot. So if you're sensitive, just turn off the heat. But it's even just the heat alone, without the massage, helps. I'm waiting for them to come up with one that you can put ice cubes in it, because sometimes you need both. You need the ice cube and the heat. Anyway, so that was Bob and Brad eye massager with air pressure, heat, and music. I can't recommend this enough. Link down below. Anyway, just a little bit that I've done already helps me. What do you think of this? It's gonna look good, right? And again, I know it's very difficult to visualize where I'm going with this when you see it in its raw form, meaning not sanded, not primed, not painted. It just looks like a hot mess right now, but trust the process. I'm taking my time. It's gonna look really good. So the next step, I may not even do it on camera. is going to be to do the rest of the paneling here all the way to the end over there. Again, I didn't do the one underneath the window. I don't need to. The counter's going to be in front of it and attached to the wall, so nobody cares about that. Don't forget the pole. It's not a real pole, but comment down below. Let me know, should I do it behind the door or should I just have wallpaper from top to bottom behind the wall, behind the door, understanding that this is where we're going to put our towels anyway. And that's about it. So the next time you'll see me, what am I going to do? I may start, I'll be sanding and caulking, okay, and priming. That's what I'll do, because I'm not ready to do the vanity yet. I'm buying the vanity, but I got to put the fonts together, and I have an idea for that, but you'll find that soon. All right, thumbs up if you like this video. I think my headache's finally going. Combination of caffeine, salt, and this. Whatever it takes, right? Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Thumbs up, subscribe right here in the corner, and hit that bell button so you get notified whenever I post another video. And then find me on Facebook and Instagram at Migraine Challenge. My Etsy shops, all the links are down below. My Patreon for totally different content, days in the life, family oriented stuff. I moved all of that to Patreon. Patreon.com/migraine challenge. It's $5 a month. You literally have access to about 600 video at this point. We're in year 4, plus the live, plus the book club, the Facebook group, the chats, and the live are Zoom calls. They're not me reading messages on the side of the screen. Okay, we actually see each other, and I'm telling you, the last live was 3.5 hours long. So we can talk, okay, we can talk. So if you're looking for a tribe, that's us. Patreon.com/migraine challenge. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.